Her timing, her defense also helping to elevate her all-Big Ten freshman team as Nisley, another selection, already draining a three. Coach Freeze telling us about her impact.
Look at the skip pass from Jazz Shelley. That forces the deep. Faith Massonis does so many thankless things for Maryland, but she's willing to battle down low.
Callan Haig had a great round 2 game. And the Terps are gonna reset in the closing 2 minutes.
Whoa.
But threading the needle is Sellers finding Kubek. Shelley, a quick closeout from Sellers. That was excellent, but she loses her footing, and Shelley makes her pay. A big smile getting back on D. The reaction to that ridiculous play from Shelley. Sellers that time loses it. Shelley back to back.
Before the shot even goes in the rim. And then in transition, if no one stops you, you gotta pop it.
Right there for her 8th board already. Shelley, are you serious?
Jazz Shelley, and why not? That's the ultimate heat check. And by the way, she is on absolute.
Was a double-double in this tournament, picks it up. Sellers stepping into a 3 and draining a 3 on Shelley. Stewart's way downtown. Another 3 for Nebraska, already 6. Calm down.
Not only does Nebraska have shooters, but they have shooters with range. Ani Stewart coming in. If you give her a second to look at the basket.
In a row from Jazz Shelley, 3 in a row, saying that's too easy. This team has deep range, so we got to step up on them and close out hard. And I ran over to Nebraska's bench, and Coach Williams saying to her team she wants to get Jazz Shelley more involved and exploit those ball screens and also try to keep her going, keep her hot, and get in a stance because Sellers is trying to take over and get in the paint. But we also saw Sellers get a 3.
You mentioned it, Freeze knows how to bring that out of her team. Shelley launches again. Battling, but it is Haig who will push up the floor. The trailer, Petrie. Wow, Nebraska on fire.
Because the defense is in a scramble situation, Maryland has to match up on the perimeter quickly.
Popping inside is Kubek. A much-needed bucket, but Maryland point rates. You're not going to see that climbing out of this hole. Petrie, little heat check leaving that short. Why not? Jazz Shelley, magnificent in her performance so far.
I mean, you talk about a heat check. She's on fire. The bench is on fire.
I look at McDaniel. Lob inside to Markowski. She's hit hard.
Some really big plays already on this end of the ball. They need to get her going, especially in transition.
Darian White, a fearless take and high off the glass.
Darian White able to get to the basket. Nobody stops her. She blows by one defender and gets all the way. The help side has to come over and cut off that angle. You see right there, Kubek 2.
Massonis getting the assignment on Shelley, extending that defense far. And snatched away the freshman, Emily Fisher. Sellers trying to turn the corner, muscles her way up.
But now that the threes are going, they can get Markowski going because she'll have a little more room in the paint.
Massonis able to take it away one-on-one with Shelley. Works the spin, the drop-off, and finish by Brown-Turner. Nisley, quick release. Brown-Turner brings it up. And going coast to coast.
Offensively, especially in transition. Playing a little bit of a point forward almost, coming down, taking that contact against Shelley. Finishing towards the rim. Her shoulders are still squared up when she takes the bump, and Shelley gets a hand right in there. Woof. That is why you get in the weight room. Jakia Brown-Turner showing off the strength on the finish.
To find somewhere to go. 4 to shoot for the Huskers. Shelley that kind of night.
Basketball. Jazz Shelley, time shot clock running down. I mean, off one.
Stolen away, Clark. Stopped by Brett, but a falter right there to lay it in off glass.
Bringing some of that momentum and finding the adrenaline when you're having to play 3 days in a row.
Poked away by Brett. Getting the assignment on Clark. Deep three. Rattles through.
Option, or whether that be, I don't know, another logo shot. The signature from number 22.
Just move on to the next day.
When Caitlin Clark starts facilitating at a high level, that's when Iowa becomes its most dangerous.
They were able to pull away against Penn State when she wasn't scoring very much. Martin off the feed from Clark. Hobbs, a deep three, yes! Falter getting the assignment on Felia, coming off a career-high 30 points in their win over Indiana. She feeds Hansen, and she knocks down the three.
Speaking of paint touches, Iowa's having a very easy time getting the ball into the lane. Michigan has to find ways to clog it and prevent dribble penetration.
Hansen dials it up. The ball in Clark's hands.
Lauren Hansen is so tough. Even off of the miscue slightly, she turns that into an opportunity for herself. Short on the miss. And Clark out in transition. If you're the big, you better give it up if they're going to run out for it. Caitlin Clark finding Addison O'Grady in traffic. Alyssa Brett gets the three to go, and back and forth just like that. The question is, who's going to win that battle? The offense, the defense? I love Michigan's defense. Some of the best ball screen defense in the country, but on that play right there, Caitlin Clark, some of the best vision of all time in women's basketball. Addie O'Grady catches that in rhythm. 1-2 step, just.
Woodson, the mid-range. Going up to get it is stuck. Felia in rhythm.
And off the second chance opportunity, and Layla Felia finally gets one to go.
Clark loses it. Hansen, the trailer, she's got it! Autumn Johnson was listening in on that Iowa huddle.
Well, Coach Bluder was telling this team defensive transition is going to be important.
The future coach, Kate Martin, of course, getting her voice in every huddle.
That's sometimes the best advice you can give a teammate. Just keep shooting the ball, and as a teammate, it's great to hear your team wants you to shoot.
Sometimes just that easy for Iowa. Brett throws it away. Clark finding a falter. Everything rolling for the Hawkeyes. They can do whatever they want. You bring something like this out in the semifinals. You're today's assist of the game, fueled by Gatorade.
Just, you're running the mill behind the back pass, yet it somehow led Sydney Fulcher to the basket. You got to put a lot of oomph on that to get that ball to go the direction you want to. Caitlin Clark never makes anything boring in a basketball game.
Iowa with it again. Clark sprinting. Clark finishing.
She's got that ability to re-square her shoulders to the basket and keep it as her momentum's falling backwards.
Clark, logo, yes!
And nothing better than a good old-fashioned logo shot. There aren't very many logos on this floor, Sloan. Only the one in the middle, and she still found a way to get her foot right there at the bottom of it. Boom, baby.
Autumn Johnson standing by on the sideline. 3 of 10 from long range, but perhaps another opportunity, a 3-on-1. 14 assists for Caitlin Clark. Felia responding back with a three-point play.
On the basketball floor. Reads that, runs her defender into her teammate. Iowa is so balanced when it comes to who can score and where they can score.
And Caitlin Clark can score anytime from there. A berth in the championship game. They've been in 4 of the last 5. They've won 3 of the last